Pokemon, but you're the gym leader. Welcome to the Pokemon Gym Sim, the only Pokemon game that lets you simulate as your favorite leader. But first, you get taken to your boss, this shadowy overlord champion. He's the leader of all the leaders, and he just accepted my application. But first, of course, I gotta choose who I want to be. Right now, there's only two, with a lot more coming soon. But of course, I go for the first, Brock. And just like that, I'm taken to my new training grounds. And given this assistant, gives me a little guide to the place, a little pedestal to start my battles, and a market on the side with a Poke Center. But more importantly, we got the Pokemon. In the back are my teams, and every time I beat 5 trainers, my party grows. Right now, I got my basic boys, my Onix and Geodude. And just like that, I get started, with Bugcatcher Billy being my first. Should've been pretty free, but actually took out my Geodude, and almost got my Onix. It was fine, but we gotta be careful, because we're limited to 5 losses before we get fired. I locked in, and the second last was no problem. But my third fight was the developer Thomas, the actual creator of the game. It was pretty tough. His first Charmander took out my Geodude, and I was forced to whip out the Onix. And I don't know if it was coded into the game, but I missed 3 times in a row when the machine was about to be fainted. I took my first loss, but it's okay. I've got 4 more. With that, I took out the next set of trainers, and finally, I got to progress my team. Looks like I evolved my Graveler and got a Kabuto. But now with Team B, I gotta fight 5 more. And the first was this Team Rocket Grunt. I don't know why they gave him a whole animation. It was pretty free. Afterwards, I fight this Archaeologist, another Team Rocket guy. I did unfortunately lose to one of these psychics, but eventually we upgraded our team. And with the extra money I saved up, I was able to clean up the debris in the gym. I was even able to put in some rocks, really setting the setting. And unfortunately, re-battling the developer. His Charizard wasn't that strong anymore, and I used my self-destruct on the Graveler to take out his water-type Gyarados. He took out my Onix, but it was a Rhyhorn that pulled through. I beat him this time, for now. These next set of trainers weren't too tough too, and I got the upgrade that I wanted, with my Kabuto evolving and my Rhydon joining us. With the extra money, I added some water fixtures to the side. I'm not sure what this railway is, but I can't really take it out. But either way, the gym's starting to look pretty nice. And on my first fight with my new team, I lost. I don't exactly have someone for water type, so it gets pretty rough. But it's no matter, and we push through, beating everyone, even the sailor with a full water team. But unfortunately, it was this last with an Azumarill who took us out. Her and her Meganium was just too much for us to handle. And that was our 5th loss. I was called out by my assistant. I was officially fired by the Gym Leader Association. I guess I gotta find a new job now. And that's it. Pokemon Gym Sim.